Welcome everybody live. It's Facebook Live, and we are live. Hi, Haiti.
Hi, Tim.
I'm Tim Murphy,
And I'm Haiti Shaw.
and we are here because, as you can see, it is the 50th anniversary for OFRA, which is
It
the
sure
Ontario
is.
Finished Rest Home Association. But this telethon is to celebrate Juhannus. Did I say it right?
You sure did.
Juhannus. Juhannus is a festival. Is that right?
It sure is.
So
we're here,
Juhannus.
Juhannus,
And we're here live at OFRA.
to celebrate our annual Juhannus festivities.
What building am I in right now?
You are in Suomi Estimaya.
Easy for you to say. I'm in Suomi Estimaya.
Correct.
Suomi Estimaya. I'm going to be learning Finnish all night long because, as you can tell with a name like Timothy Murphy, I'm a good, not Finnish boy. So here we are. Now I know where I am. I'm at the Ontario Finnish Rest Home Association. I'm here for the Juhannus Festival. I'm in Suomi Estimaya.
Yeah.
Why am I here?
Because we're going to celebrate the festivities and we're going to raise money for our new MKK Nursing Home Redevelopment Project.
That's a mouthful. So you're building a new building here at OFRA.
Yeah, we sure
And
are.
it's, so MKK is, okay now, tell me.
Mauno Kaitla Koti.
Mauno Kaihla Koti. It's the Kaihla part. It's kind of like you have to talk like you got some popcorn stuck in the back of your throat. Kaihla. Mauno Kaihla Koti. Anyway, you already have a Mauno Kaihla Koti building. We're just going to call it MKK.
Yes.
But there's going to be a new build.
Yes, there's going to be a new build.
And so we're going to be raising money tonight. Oh, look it. We can already see we started to raise some money. Oh, I have a total already. Yeah, $8,160 is already in the coffers. But what's our goal for tonight? Do we have a goal?
40,000.
Oh, we can do that. $40,000. Come on, it's Sault Ste. Marie. They come. People in this city are amazing. The support that they give, and you know what? Not only are you going to enjoy the company of Haiti and myself this evening, we have all kinds of entertainment lined up for you. All kinds of local entertainment have come out to help us to raise funds. Haiti, name some of the people that we're going to see tonight over the course of the telethon.
Tonight we're going to be entertained by Gerard, the Kettle family, Celeste Burton,
Okay.
Vernon Bailey,
Yes.
OFRA's very own CEO Paul Belair, and Executive Director of Care Helena McGrath.
Wait a minute. So Paul Belair and Helena McGrath are going to perform?
They are
Who knew Oprah's Got Talent?
the Ladies Auxiliary,
Yes.
Philip Brado, the Algorithms, and our grand finale act by the one and only Ryan McFarling.
Ryan McFarling, yes, I used to work with Ryan McFarling. Yes, we worked together. I was a waiter, a manager, and he was a bartender. And I always knew he was a magician because every time I asked him to do something, he'd disappear. No, he's an illusionist. He's mind-boggling what Ryan can do. That's our grand finale. So there's so much happening tonight. Now, as I mentioned, $8,160 has already been raised, and we just got going. So we're off to a great start, but we can't let up because we need to raise that $40,000, and you can help. And here's how. You're going to donate at the website, which is OntarioFinishedRestHome.ca. All right, you're going to go to OntarioFinishedRestHome.ca. You're going to see a green button. You click on that button, and that's how you can donate. And you can also, if you want to speak to somebody live, if you're not really into the computer thing and you'd rather talk to one of our telethon operators,
Yep.
standing by we have Taria. Did I say that right? Taria?
Taria.
Taria. And we have Heidi, not Haiti, Heidi. Haiti, Heidi, ho. And then we have...
Easy on the hoe.
Easy. And then we have Tanya or Tanya?
Tanya.
Okay. and Emma is also standing by. So we have 4 volunteers on the phones, and they're willing to take your donations over the phone. The phone number to call, what's the phone number to call?
705
Yes.
945 9987.
705. And look at us right there. 705-945-9987. Nice job, folks. And you have 4 different extensions to choose from. 212, 237, 255, and 257. We'll be reminding you of that over the course of the evening, so please make sure you get your donations in. We have this is going to be a running tally right up until June, but we'll talk more about that later. Got all kinds of things to talk about over the course of the evening, but I think right off the bat, we should get some talent going.
We should.
So that the people who are tuned in don't get sick of me.
You betcha.
Okay.
So our first act of the evening is Gerard Roussel, and Gerard is no stranger to OFRA. His mom Yvette was a resident at Cotitelo for 10 years.
Where was she at?
Cotitalo.
Cotitelo, okay?
Okay. Anyway,
10 years she lived.
She was 10 years there.
with Oprah.
Roughly 10 years. She was a master chef at that. Oh, she was the most amazing lady, baking all the time, making awesome food.
Who did she make the food for?
Well, sometimes she made it for staff for a treat.
No kidding.
Sometimes she treated the residents, and other
Wait, did
times
she do it out of her own kitchen, or did she have a bigger kitchen? How did that work?
she did it out of the country kitchen. So Cotitelo has
you have like a community.
They have like a community kitchen there for the residents and families.
What was her
to
name?
use.
Estelle?
Yvette Roussel.
Yvette Roussel.
Yes.
So Yvette would go and she would use that kitchen and bake
She
up a
would
storm.
bake and cook up a storm, and often selling tickets for the meals. And she took that money and donated it to the foundation to help with our fundraising efforts.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, she was an amazing lady.
And so this is her son, is Gerard?
Her son Gerard. Yeah, the Roussel family is very musically talented.
Yeah.
And the other thing too, Yvette loved fundraising for our annual Alzheimer's coffee break.
Yes.
And Gerard would actually grow his hair long. And there's a picture there
Oh
of
my
Gerard
goodness.
and
Oh my
Yvette.
gosh.
Yeah.
Look at the before and
Yeah,
after.
so he would grow his hair long, and then people would pay to shave. And on this particular year, he
Is that
raised
Yvette?
175, and that's Yvette, our precious Yvette.
Bless her heart.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, and I think you mentioned to me, did Gerard used to come when his mother was a resident here and entertain?
Yes, they did.
He did. It's
Yeah.
more than just Gerard.
Yeah,
Other Roussels.
their family's very talented.
Well, then let's kick things off, and that's an appropriate person to start with then, because he's very dedicated to Ofra, and he's carrying on his mother's tradition of wanting to raise money for this amazing home. Series of homes. There's 4 buildings here right now.
4 buildings.
Yeah, amazing. Anyway, let's get things going and welcome our first performer of the evening. It's Gerard Roussel.
Roussel.
Hello there. It's Gerard. Back again. It's good to see. I wish I could see all of yous, but it's good that you guys can see me again. It's been a long time. I hope everybody's okay. I really do. Yvette Roussel was my mother, for those of you who might not know me, but I might have known my mother. And, yeah, she passed away a little while ago, and I've been wanting to do something for you guys at the Finished Rest Home for a while here now, and I think I finally got a chance to do that, so I'm very happy to. I'm going to go ahead and sing a song for you guys. One of the ones we used to do when I used to come all the time with my uncles. And, yeah, everybody knows this one, maybe. If you want to sing along, you're more than welcome to. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamt I held you in my arms. But when I woke, dear, I was mistaken. So I hung my head and I cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my sunshine away. There it is. You're my sunshine. Hoping lots of sunshine, a lot of happiness to all of you guys. I love you all. Everybody take care. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Bye-bye.
Hello, my name is Shirley Mantala. I'm the Honorary Finnish Counsel for Algoma and a board member here at OFRA. I bring to you the warmest summer greetings, Hauska Juhannusta. It's great to see OFRA blossoming. The grass is green, the birds have nested, and once again the gardens are growing. Around the pond, the new courtyard is waiting for us to visit. This year, 2021, is a festive season for OFRA, which is turning 50. The MKK Mauno Kaihla Long-Term Care Home celebrated 30 years with birthday parties with the residents. The Ontario Finnish Rest Home Foundation is a charitable non-profit organization, the official fundraising body for OFRA, and it has turned 30 as well. Juhannus at OFRA is usually celebrated outside with music, a parade of Finnish national costumes, the crowning of princesses, and afterwards a delicious barbecue. This year we're unable to meet face-to-face, so we're hosting and welcoming you to a live telethon through Facebook. There will be lots of entertainment for you to enjoy. Please consider supporting OFRA by a donation. I thank all the OFRA hard-working, energetic staff who really bring homes to the heart, and wishing all the residents, staff, and friends Hauska Juhannusta. Thank you.
Hello everyone. On behalf of Salden Group of Companies, and especially Salden Developments, we'd like to welcome everyone to this year's Midsummer Festival. It's always amazing to get involved with the Ontario Finnish Rest Home Association endeavors. This year, obviously, they're taking on the most ambitious of all of the fundraisers they've ever done, celebrating all the things that, in spite of COVID-19, OFRA has been able to overcome. Nothing short than a lot of little miracles have happened. The amazing people with the foundation, always working hard, always making it impossible for everyone to say no to donate to the Ontario Finnish Rest Home visions and accomplishments. Congratulations to everyone. Congratulations to Todd's Autograph and to Paul, especially being the front people through this, and the amazing caregivers. There has been nothing but praise from everyone. I don't know anyone that's ever said anything other than the Ontario Finnish Rest Home provides the most amazing care. We are proud to be sponsors. We are proud to help again with the with this year with the annual Midsummer Juhannus Festival. This is amazing. Despite having to cancel the Harvest Fest and all the other fundraisers that would have happened, we'll always enjoy the company. We look forward to this one, and we look forward to the sword turning ceremony for the new MKK, and certainly we look forward to the ribbon cutting ceremony for a brand new amazing facility. I know the ladies won't stop fundraising until this happens. So cheers to everyone. We'll see you soon.
Welcome back to OFRA's Juhannus Festival Fundraising Telethon. My name is Tim Murphy. That's Heidi Shell. I hope you enjoyed the show so far. If you enjoyed Gerard, Roustel, call one of these numbers and donate. If you're enjoying watching me eat, let me explain why we're eating. Because Aurora's Restaurant did this amazing thing where they partnered. Thank you very much, Ryan McFarlane. He's going to make my dinner disappear. So Aurora's did this amazing thing. They partnered with OFRA for this telethon to create a dinner and show package for people who wanted to do what I was just doing, have amazing Aurora's food for dinner while you enjoy the telethon. What a great idea, right? And what they did was they made a donation for every meal that was sold for the dinner and show package. There was a portion of the price of the meal was donated to OFRA to help raise money. We're at $8,760 right now, Haiti. You know, I used to work at Aurora's. The food is so amazing. I worked at Aurora's on McNabb. And now Aurora's, of course, is West Side and Hilltop. So that's now, it's Karen and Victor Vernelli. I worked with Karen when she was a server. Victor worked in the kitchen, and then they ended up buying out Aurora's. And now they own it, and they run it. I believe their sons are also working in there, the Vernelli boys. Food is amazing. The tradition has been carried on. And Karen Vernelli bakes. If you go to Aurora's and you see some of those, like her lemon meringue or coconut cream or her tart, oh my God, that's all Karen. She bakes it all. It's beautiful. And I loved working there mostly because of the food. That was my favorite part of working at Aurora's, was eating Aurora's food. So thank you very much to Aurora's for partnering with us to help OFRA raise some money, much needed, for the new build. You've had some other help too, haven't you?
We sure have. I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to Seldan Construction for being our premium title sponsor. I just want to say how truly blessed I feel that I was able to get to know Sam and Anna Biasucci. I got to work with Sam on the Usikoti project.
Of course you did, the Usikoti.
Usikoti project, yeah. He was awesome. I learned so much from Sam.
There he is. Oh, yay! Hey!
Hey, groundbreaking ceremonies there. I learned so much from Sam, and I'll tell you, I sure admire his work ethic, his dedication, heart of gold. Sam and Anna are amazing people, so thank you, Sam and Anna. We're truly grateful. And I want to thank Acclaim Ability Management and Maximus Rose Living Incorporated, Tony and crew. You guys are amazing. Thank you for sponsoring our event. Tony also sponsored our Harvest Fest a couple years ago.
I was there.
Yes.
Yes, we were there together, the Harvest Fest.
It was an awesome night. So
yeah,
thank
this
you,
is
Tony.
kind of a roll, and by the way, let me just pardon me for a second, but this is kind of a roll because you're not going to be having a Harvest Fest this year. So this is sort of a Juhannus and Harvest Fest and everything all combined. Eh?
You bet, you bet. I also want to take the time to thank our anonymous donor. We have an anonymous donor who has donated $10,000.
What? Really?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, whoever and wherever you are.
Okay.
And something to note about our anonymous donor and our sponsors tonight is that they're matching every donation made dollar for dollar up to $20,000.
So if the residents of Sault Ste. Marie and the Algoma District, or anybody who's watching, by the way, because it's Facebook Live, you can be watching from anywhere, calling that number or going to the OntarioFinishedRestHome.ca to click the donate button, the green button. Anybody who's doing that, if we raise up to $20,000, those three, this anonymous donor, Saldan, and sorry, this is the long one, Claimability Management and Maximus Rose Living Benefits, they are going to match that to up to $20,000. So if we raise $20,000, it'll be $40,000.
It'll be $40,000. So you know what? The sky is the limit.
Well, and there's actually another aspect of this that makes it very interesting too. There's an organization, CanadaHelps.org. They have a thing called the Great Canadian Giving Challenge. Here's the deal. Anytime you go to the website and make a donation, for every dollar you donate, OFRA is entered into a draw where they can win $20,000 toward the build as well. So every time this is why it's a great idea. As much as we love the phone calls, please don't not phone call. But if you're going online, just remember that for every dollar you donate online, we're going to get another chance at winning that $20,000. So this could end up being $60,000 if we really get like it, or more, depending on how generous you folks are. And I know Sault Ste. Marie is known for being generous.
So folks, if you're enjoying the show, call in or visit our website and click that green button.
That's right. And this is right up until June 30th. I know it's only the 24th of June today, but we'll take your money and they'll match your donations right up until June 30th. And that goes also for the CanadaHelps.org's Great Canadian Giving Challenge. Donations up until the 30th will still get us votes. We'll still get us, chances at winning that $20,000. Well, okay, now enough of this. Let's go on to the. I want to get back to my dinner. So how about some more talent?
Well, yeah, we've got the Kettle family.
Oh, we do. Oh, and you know what? I know some of the Kettles. Yeah, I know Karen Kettle, otherwise known as Ma Kettle. I'm just kidding, Karen.
And you know, Karen and her family would come in and
They also-
sing for the residents.
The Kettle family. Karen
Yeah.
is a local vocal
And-
teacher. That's
and
how
I do
know
believe
Karen.
she's on the choir with the Zion Church, and she would come here and sing with the choir for Christmas.
Karen did that, and I also this is nothing. I overheard someone just made a donation in memory of one of the members of the Kettle family. So I thought that was very, very sweet. So there you go. The Kettles, what goes around comes around. Someone's remembered you and has remembered your relatives, and they've made a donation in your relative's name. How lovely. So the Kettles are coming up. Celeste Burton. Now that family, you said, also has
Yeah.
been very involved with Ofra.
Celeste,
There we are.
Celeste was a PSW, personal support worker at Manokahlakoti, and her family,
Manokahlakoti?
her family, the Burton clan, they would come to Ofra and sing for the residents. But what was really heart touching was at the start of COVID lockdowns, they would come and perform on the outside decks of the nursing home. And
They'd stand
in the early
outside?
spring,
Oh, that's them right there. They're doing
there
it.
they are. They're doing it. Early spring, as you can see, it was still, the leaves weren't even out on the trees yet. It was still a cold day, and I came in on a Saturday to videotape them, and they were out there serenading the residents, and I can't thank you enough for doing that for us. So, folks, you're in for a treat.
So and the song that Celeste is performing is an original tune.
It's an original.
Yeah, and this is also the segment where you're going to see my friend Vernon Bailey. Now, I have worked with Vernon. Some people may know him as a local actor. Some people may know him because he's a very well-known auctioneer in Sault Ste. Marie, all across the Algoma district. Vernon as well, and he's very funny when he auctions. He's so clever. Anyway, but Vernon also has another passion. Vernon loves poetry, and he loves to recite poetry, and so that's going to be his gift to us tonight, is a recitation of a poem. So coming up, we've got Celeste Burton, and we've got Vernon Bailey and the Kettle family. All that and more with Ofra's Juhannus Festival Telethon. Take it away.
With a smile and a song, life is just like a bright sunny day. Your cares fade away, and your heart is young. With a smile and a song, all the world seems to waken anew, rejoicing with you as the song is sung. There's no use in grumbling when raindrops come tumbling. Remember you're the one who can fill the world with sunshine. When you smile and you sing, everything is in tune and in spring, and life moves along with a smile and a song.
This one is called Daydreaming. I hope you guys are all having a good time and a happy Juhannus. Enjoy. Darling, close your eyes. Follow the laughter and the cries. Darling, just close your eyes. Let go of all the lies. 'Cause baby, you're meant to be happy, happy. And maybe this is part of your story. Maybe forget about what could be and set your mind free. Life's an adventure. Show me your guilty pleasure. Death's a curse from nature. Your soul is pure treasure. So baby, you deserve to be happy, happy. And maybe this is part of your story. Maybe forget about what could be and set your mind free. You don't have to understand. Just reach out your hand. See beyond the land. Everything is planned. So baby, go out and be happy, happy. And maybe you'll truly be happy, happy. Forget about what could be and set your mind free. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da.
Ma tried to wash her garden slacks, but couldn't get them clean, so she decided to soak them in a bucket of benzene. It worked all right. She wrung them out, then she wondered what she'd do with all that bucket load of high explosive residue. She knew that it was dangerous to scatter it around, for Grandpa liked to throw his lighted matches on the ground. Somehow she didn't dare to pour it down the kitchen sink, but what the heck to do with it? Poor Ma just couldn't think. Then nature seemed to give a clue, for down the garden lot, she spied the edifice that graced a solitary spot. The palace of necessity, the family joy and pride, enshrined in morning glory vine with graded seats inside. Just like the one that Goldilocks found occupied by three, but in this case, B-E-A-R was spelt B-A-R-E. A tiny seat for Baby Bear, a medium for Ma, a full-size section sacred to the bear of Grandpapa. Well, Ma was mighty glad to get that worry off her mind, so hefting up that bucket so combustibly inclined, she hurried down the garden to that refuge so discreet and dumped that liquid menace safely through the center seat. Next day, Grandpa rose and made a hearty meal. He sniffed the air and said, "Oh, how full of beans I feel. Why, if I ain't as fresh as paint, my joy'd be complete for just a quiet session on the usual morning seat. To smoke my pipe and meditate and maybe write a poem, 'cause that's the time when bits of rhyme gets jigging in me dome." He sat down on his special seat, slick shiny with his age, and looking like Walt Whitman, just a silver-whiskered sage. He filled that corncob to the brim and tapped it snugly down and said, "Of a perfect day, I reckon this the crown." He lit the weed, it soothed his need, it was so soft and sweet, and then he dropped that lighted match down through the middle seat. His little granddaughter, Rosaline, cried from the kitchen door, "Oh, Ma, come quick, there's something wrong. I heard a dreadful roar. Oh, Ma, I see a sheet of flame. It's rising high and higher. Oh, Mummy dear, I greatly fear our comfort cot's caught fire." Well, Ma was thrilled with horror at the words of Rosaline, and she thought of Grandpa's matches and that bucket of benzene. So down the garden, geared on high, they ran with all their power. For regular was Grandpa, and she knew this was his hour. Then grabbing, gasping Rosaline, they peered into the fire. A roaring, soaring furnace now, perchance old Grandpa's pyre. And as them twain expressed their pain, they heard a hearty cheer. Behold the old rapscallion, crouching in a duck pond near. His whiskers were all singed away, a gosh darn awful wreck, with half a yard of toilet seat entwined about his neck. Say, folks, he cried, oh, did you hear the big blowout I made? It scared me stiff. I hope you ones was not too much afraid. And now I must be getting out of this dog-gasted wet. And what I aim to figure out is just what the heck I ate. Three Bears by Robert Service.
Hi, I'm Mike Holmes. Buying or renovating a home is a huge investment. I've seen a lot of shoddy construction and a lot of tears over the years. That's why I'm partnering up with Saldan Construction Group, a family-owned construction and development company who builds to my standards. They have years of experience in construction, and they will build you a strong, durable home the first time. Saldan is an award-winning builder that has proven itself as an innovator in the industry, only using the highest quality materials, the best sub-trades, and a passion to make it right is what makes Saldan the best in Toronto and Northern Ontario. My Mike Holmes inspectors inspect each home during various stages of construction to ensure nothing is missed. That means peace of mind for the homeowners. Together, we are changing industry standards to give you a safe and durable home that's built to last. When you choose a Homes Approved Saldan home, you're getting a home built to my standards, and that's making it right.
Welcome back. I want to update you on our running tally. Right now we are at $9,010. Thank you so much for your donations. Keep them coming. We got to get that goal of $40,000 for the new MKK build. Also, we've been told that a lot of you are using extension 212. There's other extensions you could try. So if you can't get through right away, or if you get call waiting, call back and try either 237, 255, or 257. And our operators are standing by. What the heck are you wearing?
Well, Timmy,
I blink and she changes. You should see what she has. She has her own dressing room. She has her own dresser. They're doing her buttons up on set, and I'm sitting here watching, going, "Well, at least I got a cutlet."
and you know how I did it so fast?
How?
Ryan taught me a trick. Thanks, Ryan.
Okay, no, really, seriously, it's a
wearing,
beautiful outfit.
So I am wearing the expatriate Swami Puku.
Swami Puku.
Yes. So this
Puku means?
Puku means costume.
See,
So
we're
this
getting education.
represents all the Finns that reside outside of Finland, and Finland has many different national costumes by region. And that's one of the things I love about Juhannus, is being able to see all the people in different costumes.
What does Juhannus stand for?
So Juhannus it's one of their main celebrations in Finland. It's actually a national holiday. It's the longest day of the year. It's
The longest day of the year.
summer solstice.
So that's actually, so June 21st is actually then
They're celebrating the first day of summer, or summer solstice.
the
Yeah.
longest day of the year.
The
That's what
longest day of the
so
year.
that's what it's like to spend this evening with me, eh? Haiti, it's like the longest day of the year. Anyway, so they celebrate that, and what kind of things? Like
So generally spent with family and friends,
Yeah.
celebrating. Sometimes they have big celebrations out in the streets in Finland.
What about here in Canada? Does OFRA celebrate? Do the Canadians celebrate that? Or if there's
Yeah, we sure do.
Yeah.
And you know what? Sometimes we finish our celebrations off with a sauna.
a sauna. You don't say sauna. Sauna. Yes, I know. And then my friend Sue Ryamaki, I hope she's watching. Hello, Susan. Her actual name is Raya Susan Ryamaki. And she says if I married a man named Mackey, she'd be Raya Mackey. Anyway, she told me about this. Now, you call this what?
This is a sauna vihta.
Sauna vihta. And what do you do with it?
So when you're up there taking some steam, you are
You beat yourself with it?
Yeah, you do. And so when you're putting some lurlu on,
Excuse
some
me.
lurlu.
Lurlu.
What's
that?
Steam.
Steam,
You
oh.
throw the water on the rocks and you get the hot steam
Yes, I'm
bath.
familiar with this.
Well, we do this, and this helps to bring the toxins up and out of the skin, and it's actually
Boy, I'll tell
very
you, you Finns are a
refreshing.
lot of fun. You go in a really hot room, you beat yourself with a bush, and then you jump in cold water.
And then we jump in the lake, yeah.
Yeah, well.
Or roll in the snow.
Or roll in the snow.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Well, and you live a long time, so you're doing something right.
You bet.
All right. So now, what about here at Ofra? Like, as far as celebrations for Juhannus, what do you do, or what have you done in the past?
Well, pre-COVID days, Juhannus was actually one of our main events here. We would actually invite the community to partake. So we'd have lots of participants from the community celebrating in our festivities. We would dress in costume if we have it, or dress in blue and white. We would decorate the grounds in blue and white. The residents' wheelchairs in blue and white.
Oh, look, hey, just for a moment, that's your mom.
That's my auntie, yes.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah, so what we would do is we'd start it off with a parade around 1:45. Started off with a parade with the residents in their wheelchairs, followed by live entertainment.
Parade around the grounds.
We around our main courtyard and behind
Really?
Cotitalo, yeah.
Okay.
So then it would be followed with a live band, dancing, music, all kinds of games, and then we would have our crowning of our Juhannus queens. So every building had a Juhannus queen, and they got a crown.
Every building should have a queen.
They were crowned. They were given a bouquet of flowers, and yeah, and then we finish it off with a barbecue and a coco.
I know what a coco is. Susan Ryamaki taught me that too. It's a bonfire. Am I right?
You bet.
A coco.
Yep. So they'd
You
have
have a bonfire here
They,
for the-
they would have a bonfire lit on the pond.
Oh
Yeah.
my
In the
God!
pond.
Really? Because that they do it on water, right?
Yes. Yep. You'll see. If
And you did that here.
Yeah.
Oh, but you couldn't do
Yes,
it during
we
COVID.
no, we couldn't.
What'd you do
it.
this year instead? Did you do anything this year? Or?
Yeah. Well, actually, last year was our first year that we planned a parade last year, and actually our CEO and our executive director of care, we made them king and queen for the day. We had them in the back of decorated trucks.
This was last year.
Last year, so they were waving to the residents, and we had amazing participation from the community. And this year, we did another parade today. So our program and support services manager, Heidi Slaughtergraph, and her crew team, they put together a parade today. They decorated the facility. We have pictures of outdoor decorations done in blue and white. Lots of participants, so we had an awesome parade today. They selected a queen for each building, so they went to each building, and we had Helena and some of our employees in costume, and they got out and they crowned our queens, presented them with a bouquet of
How many
flowers
queens did you
today.
crown?
4.
You crowned 4 queens today.
We did.
I wonder if I know any of them. Anyway, so I want to know about, though, hang on. You mentioned at one point, was the bus involved? You guys got a new bus, because I remember 2 years ago, I was with you for the Harvest Ball,
Yeah.
and we were raising money for the bus. You got the bus.
We got the bus.
Was it
last
part of the
year.
parade?
It was part of the parade, yep. So it was decorated, and one of our recreational therapists, Tara Hill, she drove the bus today, and it had some of our residents and employees on it, and they went around and
Do the
did
residents,
the crowning of the
did
queen.
the residents come to the windows and on their balconies and stuff and
They
watch?
did. They did. It was fantastic.
Okay, so next year, like knockwood, we'll be back out there doing this live. We're going to
Yes.
have our Juhannus. Can I come?
Oh, I'd love for you to
Are-
come.
but-
We would love for you to come.
Is the community welcome in general, though?
They
Like, can
are.
people come up and watch that? Because that sounds like a great day.
So, yeah.
I mean, I love this. I love the idea of watching the bonfire.
When we get to go back to normal, to a little bit of normalcy, we
Well,
definitely.
let's face it.
We definitely want our
I'll never be back to
community
normal.
come.
I was never normal to begin with. Listen, but that's half the fun. What's your favorite part of Juhannus?
The music and the dancing.
Yeah.
Growing up as a child, my dad would play the Finn music. My mom would have me up doing the polka with her, and sometimes she'd have me airborne. But I think what I really love is the fact that we as staff get to participate with the residents and enjoy the celebrations. And it's meaningful, it's special.
I feel really honored to be part of this today. So thank you for inviting me.
And thank you for being
Well,
here.
and I look forward to doing this, big time, like live with a bonfire in the future. But as for tonight, listen, we're here now and we need your help because there's so much going on here at OFRA with the new build, MKK, so many great plans in the works, all for such a great cause. And as remember, don't forget now, we're doing matching donations from our sponsors, Saldan and Rose. Can you say it again? Maximus Rose.
Acclaim Ability Management and Maximus Rose Living Benefits Incorporated.
And the anonymous donor of $10,000. They're going to match donations up to $20,000. So please, you have until the end of June. Get those donations in. Call the number or go to OntarioFinishedRestHome.ca and make your pledge. And every time you pledge $1, we get an extra chance to win that $20,000 from the Ontario, what was it called? Canada. I should look that up again.
Right.
I want to say it right.
CanadaHelps.org.
CanadaHelps.org's Great Canadian Giving Challenge. I don't want to not say that because that's a wonderful thing that they're doing by making $20,000 available if we get our name in the draw enough times and we're lucky. Okay, so anyway, now, you mentioned Paul Belair and you also mentioned Helena McGrath.
Yes.
About how they were the king and queen last year.
They sure were.
So this year, guess what they are? They're performers.
They are.
They're coming up in the next segment, both Paul and going and we're also going to see, we're going to meet some of the residents and find out how some of the OFRA residents celebrated Juhannus. And also, the Ladies Auxiliary making pula. I love pula. If anybody's upstairs right now and they have pula in their kitchen, you can come down to this room where I am and drop some pula off. That'd be really, really nice. So we're going to see how they make the pula, and then also Philip Brady on the accordion is going to join us. So all that's coming up and more, so don't go anywhere, and don't forget to call and try the different extensions if you get stuck. We'll be right
Try
back.
extension 237. That's my extension.
Oh, okay,
But
there you
first,
go.
But
What?
first, we're going to hear a little bit more about the history of Juhannus from OFRA board member Sointu Fulcher.
Juhannus, good morning. My name is Sointu Fulcher, and my English friends know me as Sandy. I am a member of the board of directors of OFRA, and today I'm wearing one of the national folk costumes of Finland. My costume is from the district of Kuortonen. It is by Lappajärvi in Finland, where my father was born. And today I'm speaking to you about Juhannus, a national holiday and a celebration in Finland every June 24th of the year. Juhannus is to celebrate midsummer solstice. It is celebrated in all the Scandinavian countries and many other European countries, as well as Canada and many states of USA. It is the longest day of the year. In Finland, the sun touches the horizon and goes back up again, so there really is no night, no darkness. In ancient times, in pagan times, before Christianity, it was thought that witches were on their way to meetings with other witches, and they were powerful beings. Bonfires were lit to stop the witches from coming down to earth. Today, the bonfires are still lit, and dancing, merrymaking is the order of the day. In Finland, young birch tree saplings are used to decorate houses and to welcome summer. Also in Finland, young girls weave flower crowns to wear in their hair, and they used to dream of their future husbands. Juhannus is to celebrate summer after a long winter. It is to promote growth and fertility. It is also connected to Johannes, which is for St. John the Baptist, celebrated by many other people and known as St. John's feast day. Kesäkuun 24. päivä on Juhannus Suomessa. Juhlapäivä, lomapäivä. Kaikista pitempi päivä koko vuodessa. Aurinko laskee vaan horisonttiin ja nousee taasen. On kokko, juodaan, juhlitaan ja tanssitaan. Toivotaan, että tulisi hyvät kasvit puutarhoissa ja olisi kuuma kesä. Happy Midsummer Solstice festival to all. Happy Juhannus. Drink and be merry. Kiitos. Thank you.
Viva Juhannus, everybody. Happy Juhannus. We are the Kettles. I'm Karen, David, and Matthew. Today we're going to sing Frupin Vaeltajan Laulu, which loosely translates as the Pilgrim's Song. And I can't help but think that over 50 years ago, there was a group of pilgrims that had a vision for the Ontario Finnish Rest Home Association. We today would like to dedicate this song to those pilgrims.
taivas, anna valo pimeään. Mulle aamuusko, anna usko elämään. Anna mulle rohkeutta, että jaksan huomisen. Anna edes vähän rakkautta tähän yksinäiseen sydämeen. Miksi taivas on öisin musta? Miksi valoa en mä näe? Sydän täynnä on kaipaus
All right, so how long have you been making pula here?
I've been retired from Cote Talo for 18 years, and I've been making pula with the ladies there for 18 years. We usually do the ladies auxiliary. We supply money to MKK.
Sure.
And anything that else is needed, we donate the money to. Everything goes to the home.
And it's pretty popular?
Very popular. We need 4 that braids, 1 that puts the egg, 1 that does the dough, and I do the ovens.
Nice.
So that's how many we need.
Nice.
So you need 4, 5, 6, 7. You need about 8 people.
How many do you think you sell every time you do it?
Oh my goodness. I think in the last 18 years we must have made anywhere between 10 and 15,000.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
wow.
big.
So you have a good team there then, right?
We have a wonderful team.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
And we're always in the line to have more volunteers. Anybody willing to help out, we're more than welcome, because everybody's getting sold. They can't do it.
Yeah. And also you have a lot of fun in there, right? It's a good team.
We have a ball.
We have a ball.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Oh, you're more than welcome.
Hello everyone, Paul Blair here. Before I get started, I just wanted to say thank you to the organizers of this event. It's been an amazing and innovative approach to doing a fundraiser in this way. I couldn't be more impressed with the approach that they've taken, and I hope you're all enjoying it. I wanted to talk a little bit about today the new MKK project that the Ontario Finnish Rest Home Association has undertaken. As most of you know, the original MKK has been in place since 1991. And over the years in that facility, we've provided excellence in seniors care to countless people who've come and gone through our facility. However, over the years, that facility is now beginning to show its age, and there's a real need in our community to grow and increase our capacity. So for that reason, we've embarked on this new project of the new MKK to grow it to a 128-bed facility. We're very, very excited by that. And that will certainly add a lot of capacity in our community, which so sorely needs it. We're very grateful to the Ministry of Health that has partnered with us in this project. They have signed off on a development agreement with us to be able to proceed with the project. They've given their approvals necessary and have signed off on the contract. So we're very, very excited about that. The way the ministry funding works is that they provide funding to the organization that has built the new long-term care home on the basis of the number of residents and their per resident per day, but only after that first resident moves in, which means we as an organization need to float the entire cost of this new building until the first resident moves in, and then the funding will start to flow, which is fine. We can do that. However, what they're funding for is approximately 75% of the full cost of the building, and it's spread out over a period of 25 years. Again, we're very, very grateful for that support, and it means a huge difference. It means basically whether we're able to build or not, and the fact that they've agreed to partner with us on this means a great deal. What we'd like to do, however, is bring this building up to better than basic, which means including the latest technology to ensure the safety, well-being, and overall happiness of the residents that are here, increased infection control, and we've all seen how important that has become, and all the trappings that come with as much of a home-like environment as we can create here, making it more than just a long-term care home facility, but making it a true home for the residents that live here. In order to reach that goal, we are looking to all of our supporters, all of our stakeholders across the community to help us. I'm hopeful that you will see the value in helping the organization achieve this goal. And I really appreciate all the support we've already received from so many toward this goal already. So that's it for me. Thank you very much for hearing me talk, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the telethon. Thanks again. Bye.
My name is Jean Hershey, and I'm a proud supporter of OFRA, and in particular, the new MKK redevelopment. It has been 10 years since my husband, John Keast, died. His time at MKK was very brief. It was only a matter of months, in fact, but it was meaningful to both of us. We benefited from the excellent care that he received from the nurses and PSWs and the whole MKK staff. Their dedication, warmth, and compassion all supported us immensely. And we enjoyed the programs provided by the recreation team. We danced and sang and laughed. It was indeed good times, even though John suffered from advanced dementia. OFRA became part of my family, and that's why I continue to support the OFRA projects, even 10 years later. I share their vision for a new MKK and all they do to support the residents of Sault Ste. Marie. So happy Juhannus, everyone, and in particular to the OFRA team.
Welcome back to the live telethon. We are coming from you live here at the Ontario Finished Rest Home Association. Which building are we in?
Suomi Estimaya.
Look at you changed your clothes again.
I did.
You have more costume changes than Cher's show in Vegas.
I am showing everyone that we have Ofra wear.
Ofra wear.
Ofra wear. So get your Ofra
Oh,
wear
I think,
on.
by the way, I don't know, do I get to keep this one?
You do.
That's because I sweated in it. Nobody wants it now. I love this shirt. Brings up my eyes.
And I just wanted to say, I gave it a lot of thought. And the next time the ladies are baking, I promise I will get you and Ryan a loaf of bula.
I would come and actually, work with them.
Well, how about we
I could do
recruit
that.
you?
I saw them doing that. I like the rolling the pula. I could do that. I could be a champion pula roller. Hey, guess what? I have a total for you. It's very good news. It's $10,490. Yes! We're 1/4 of the way there. $10,490. And you can continue to bid. And you can get the collector's set, actually. If you will call 4 times, try a different extension every time, and then you'll have, like, the entire set.
Yeah.
And we'll have your money.
Collector's set.
The collector's set. We'll collect your coins. Why do we need this money? Okay, so you're building the new MKK nursing home. It's a nursing home, first
Yes.
of all. It's not
Yeah.
apartments. It's not assisted living. It's full-on nursing home.
Yep.
Why do you have to build a new one? Why is it needed? What's wrong with the old MKK?
Well, Tim, it's not that there's anything wrong with the old MKK. It's just that it's simply outdated. So
Mauna Kai Hakohi.
Mauna Kai Lakoti opened February of 1991. And back then, the long-term care building standards were quite different from now. For example, there's 2 to a room and shared bathrooms except for our 9 private rooms.
Oh, so you can't do that anymore.
No, you can't do that anymore. No.
So you got to build new.
And since COVID, we have learned so much, and we can see how we can improve to make our new home much better to face the challenges of any future outbreaks, pandemics. And the other thing is, most often people end up in the hospital before they end up in a nursing home.
True.
And my parents were a perfect example. Both mom and dad stroked 1 week apart.
Oh my gosh.
They ended up in the hospital.
Yeah.
They were in the hospital 6 months, just over 6 months before we were able to get them into Mauna Kai Lakoti.
Oh boy.
And
they both got to go in?
1 week apart. First came mom, then came dad.
Wow. Ladies first.
Ladies first. There you go. The current statistics show that Algoma has the second lowest number of long-term care beds per 1,000 seniors aged 75 years and up. So you can definitely see why there is a need for a new home, more long-term care beds. So that is why.
Now, also, we were talking before we went to air, when we had a meeting earlier this week. We were talking about the new build, and also that because this has all been going on, all of this planning has been going on during a pandemic, and you're learning new stuff every day with this. So you've gone back to the drawing board with your designers or whatever several times, right? Because every time something new is discovered, so you really are going to have a state-of-the-art, like right up-to-date facility because you've learned all these lessons.
Oh, we're learning all these lessons as we go, you bet.
So the new building is going to be a Class A as opposed to Class B. What's the difference between a Class A building and a Class B building?
Well, a Class A building conforms to the Ministry of Health and Long-Term Care's 2015 design manual. And the most common characteristic in a Class B home is the shared accommodations, 2 to a room and more than 2 people using the bathroom.
Okay.
So, other differences with the homes are size of the hallways, the width of the hallways, air conditioning, ventilation.
See, now that's a huge thing that I'm sure we've just learned about recently in the last couple of years, is about the importance of this ventilation.
Absolutely.
Right.
And
HVAC systems.
not only that, but older homes don't have air conditioning. Newer homes do.
Okie doke.
Outdoor spaces and so much more. So there's a lot of differences.
Sure. But why couldn't you just retrofit the MKK that you have, like that building? Why can't you just, rather than build new and spend all that money, why can't you just use that one?
Well,
fix it up.
Mauna Kai Lakoti started out at 60 beds when it opened in 91. and then they were awarded 3 interim beds, so they became a 63-bed nursing home.
Oh.
But then back in January of 2020, we got some good news from the government stating that we were approved to build a 128-bed new nursing home. So really it doesn't...
Oh, you'd never be able to get that many people in there.
No. So it makes absolutely no sense to retrofit the existing MKK.
No.
So...
what's the new building going to look like?
Well, it is going to be... Excuse me. I'm just going to...
Like it's going to be located just over there,
The
right?
new building is going to be west of the current MKK.
They're going to be kind of attached, though, right?
Yeah, they will be attached. It's also going to be north facing, so it's going to be facing the school.
Okay.
And the exterior of the building will be made to fit in with our current building.
Oh my goodness! Oh, we get to see the
preliminary
drawings. Oh my gosh, this is like a first. We're seeing these drawings. Okay, sorry, I interrupted you.
No, that's
L-shaped,
okay.
north
And the
facing.
interior finishes are still a work in progress, but the decor will most likely be featuring very strong alignment with the finished aesthetics and scenery. So we're pretty excited about our new home.
So you're not going to have a hard time filling all that, are you?
No, absolutely not. The number of people right now, age 65 and older, is the fastest growing demographic across Ontario and holds true to the Algoma region.
I'm going to be there soon myself.
And our wait list for MKK continues to hold strong.
So what are some of the key elements about this building?
Private rooms.
Real private.
Number one, private rooms. Each resident is going to have their own room. 3 elevators for a smooth flow from floor to floor for the residents, staff, volunteers, and the visitors.
Mm-hmm.
Each floor will house 32 residents.
That's
and
it.
32 residents on each floor with the ability to subdivide into 2 groups of 16. So for any future pandemic or outbreaks, we're going to be able to contain them into smaller groups.
Makes so much sense.
We'll be able to limit the spread.
And that's dining too, right? I believe that you're going to be able to, you have different dining setup too.
Absolutely, every floor. Ample and dedicated activity spaces, so for a variety of pastime for the residents. Large dining rooms,
Yeah.
coffee bars, living areas with all the amenities, a tuck shop, chapel, infirmary.
Just getting a pen now. I'm just going to fill out my application right now for this new build, please. I'd like to move in.
Physiotherapy space, which is something that we currently don't have, an enormous hall for functions and hospitality space for visiting families. So it's definitely going to be so much bigger and better, and we're
Okay,
definitely
well, what's the
really
price tag on
excited.
that baby?
Roughly $32 million.
$32
Estimated
million.
at $32 million, yeah.
Wow. And so
Yeah.
now, how much do you need to fundraise to cover, and how much do you, because I know that the government gives some money, but as far as I know it, that's just bricks and mortar. That doesn't do like equipment or any of the other stuff that goes in the building. So how much do you actually have to raise, and how will OFRA use that money?
Well, it's our goal to raise $2 million. The
Okay.
provincial funding will provide funds for the basics in terms of acceptable resident rooms and common spaces, but it's our desire to make our new home better than basic.
Right.
So we want to provide a nice home-like setting for the residents with their environment through the decor, accessible furniture, equipment that will benefit the residents, but not only the residents, but the care staff as well.
See, now that's important. Because how can you take care of somebody else if you're not taking care of yourself? So you got to look out for the people who are looking out for the people.
Absolutely. And a perfect example is I'm purchaser. So
that's your title?
Yeah, I'm purchasing and marketing, and in the last year we've had to upgrade a couple of our beds, electric beds, and now the technology is amazing. So we went with beds that have LED lighting under the bed, so that in the event that the resident has to awakens at night to go to the washroom and they need to get up, they've got a nightlight, LED night lighting, so it lowers the
I want
risk.
a car like that. You know those cars that have the lights under them?
It risks, it lowers the risk of falls for the resident.
So if they're getting up at night, there's light on the
Yes,
floor. They can
yes,
see where they're
it's
going because it's
LED
lit
night
under the
lighting,
bed. That's
yeah.
so clever.
Plus the beds what they can do with these beds is amazing, and after we got the beds, the caregivers were telling me how much easier it is for them to get the resident in and out of bed. And so it makes it a lot more comfortable for the residents as well. And not to mention, our current home has manual lifts. So residents that can't ambulate or weight bear, they use a manual lift.
Oh.
The new home will have ceiling lifts, and I can tell you right now that those ceiling lifts are going to run roughly $500,000.
Oh my
So,
gosh. But
yeah.
the difference it's going to make for the caregivers to be able to safely and comfortably move the residents.
It's going to help. It'll be safer for them.
Absolutely.
Doing their job.
Everybody will feel better.
Yes. And
So it's worth the price tag.
It's definitely our goal.
You must see so many changes as a purchaser to the advancements in technology.
Absolutely.
That's so cool.
Absolutely.
Sorry, I
it takes a lot
interrupted
of
you.
time. It takes a lot of time researching, and then of course I meet with the director of care, and
Right.
she has a look at things, and then we go more in depth. And but these are things that we're already starting to line up for the new home. And it's definitely our goal to put the latest and greatest of technology into our new home to make it more enjoyable for the residents and safer for them as well. Providing supplies for engaging the residents and keeping them connected via technology with their loved ones. If there's any one thing we've learned through this pandemic, it is having the technology to Skype, FaceTime, do whatever it takes to keep them connected with their loved ones.
Yeah.
And this is where we appeal to you as a community to help us. We want to make our new MKK state-of-the-art. So we are appealing to you folks. If there's any part of this show that you are enjoying, please pick up that phone, dial in 705-945-9987, and do the package. 255-237-212. And please do call in.
And 257.
folks.
You're very good. You know all these numbers without looking.
Well, no, I missed one.
Oh, that's okay. That's why I'm here. I have a question for you, and this is kind of a personal question. What do you think, in your opinion, what is it that sets Ofra apart from other nursing homes?
The people. It's definitely the people. We're a family. We're a team. We all come from different walks of life, but at the end of the day, we all share one common belief, and we stand united in, and that is that the resident is at the center of everything that we do. And my parents were a perfect example. My mom and dad, as you know, resided in Mount Okailakoti, and Dad passed away. My mom was depressed, heartbroken, scared to be alone, and she wasn't sleeping. And on the one shift, the RN noticed how unsettled our mom was, and she went in the room and laid on the bed beside my mom and took her arm and just caressed Mom's arm, and Mom had fallen asleep. And a few days later, my sisters and I knew nothing of this until a few days later we were there having coffee with Mom in the room, and that RN was walking by, and Mom hollers, "Hey, tuletane!" So the RN comes into the room, and Mom takes her by the hand, and in Finnish, Mom says to her, kisses her hand and says, "You are my adopted daughter." And there's another story to exemplify these people, and that is we had a fellow that his wife resides here. She's still here in Suomi-Estimaya, and he was in Mount Okailakoti, and he was going palliative. And they had called the children because they're working out of town, and the wife was here alone. And the caregiver on day shift noticed the modeling of his skin, and she really felt that he wasn't going to make it until his children got there. So she got off a day shift, she went home, took care of her son, got her mom there to stay with him. She came back that evening and stayed with the wife, and sure enough, he passed before the children got here, but she came to support
and
comfort the mother, the wife. And I'm telling you, our director of care has a saying, what comes from the heart goes to the heart. And our people exemplify what this place stands for, and they make us what we are today, homes with a heart. And I can't say that enough about our staff.
I have a story I'll share with you. I have a friend whose mother was a resident at Mount Okailakoti. Say it again.
Mount Okailakoti.
You know what? We should just from now on, I'll move my lips and you say the word. I'll just say MKK. Mount Okailakoti. When she passed, in her room, her daughter was with her. And then when it came time to have her leave the building, all of the staff lined the hallway.
Yeah.
As I'm getting choked up as she exited.
Yeah.
And that meant so much to my friend that it was exemplary of the care that her mother received here.
Peggy
The res-
Barber.
Yeah, the respect.
Yeah. Yeah, they still do that today.
Do they?
Yeah, they still do. What a feeling.
Yeah.
Like, what a feeling.
Oh, I think we need to lighten the mood a little bit there, Haiti, but these are all beautiful stories, and this is exactly why the OFRA needs your help, because to maintain this kind of standard of care and state-of-the-art accommodations, this is why we need your help. So, let's see who we're going to hear from next. Okay, we're going to hear from some of the residents of MKK. They'd like to say a few words themselves. And then we're going to hear from the algorithms. So that's really going to pick up the pace around here. So coming up in this segment, we're also going to hear from Saldan and the algorithms and from Sam. So all that and more. And please don't forget, you can go to OntarioFinishedRestHome.ca and click the green donate button. All right, and for every dollar you donate, we have another chance to win $20,000 from the CanadaHelps.org's Great Canadian Giving Challenge. So, and if you don't want to use your computer, please call in and talk to one of our volunteers at the phone number right there, 705-945-9987. There's 4 extensions to try, 212, 237, 255, or 257. And Haiti and I will be back to wrap up after this next segment, so stay with us.
Saldan, we are celebrating our 40th anniversary. Since Sam Biasucci began his journey in 1981, we have built thousands of developments across Northern Ontario and the GTA, including family homes, subdivisions, commercial buildings, schools, and retirement facilities. We want to thank our amazing customers and team who have made this possible. For the next 40 years, our goal remains to do what we do best: develop quality buildings on time and on budget.
To the staff of Ontario Finished Restaurant, we appreciate your loving care and taking care of us and keeping us healthy. Thank you.
Oh, it's such a beautiful place to come after you retire. The staff is so helpful and pleasant and nice that I love it here. And I hope other people will come and spend the rest of their days in the same place. Okay.
Thank you for being so kind.
Thank you for taking care of me. You have been so good to me. And I love you all. Now it's my time to say goodbye, and God bless you and have a happy afternoon.
Thank you for all that you are doing. I love you. You're very highly respected at what you're doing. You give good care. And you make, during these times, you make things feel good. We're all going crazy, and I know you are too. I just want to let you know that you're very, very highly respected. Thank you.
Thank you for helping me. I need the help. I can't do what I used to do. Hello, I want to give my thanks to everyone, all the staff here that have helped me during my stay here. And I know I'll be here longer, but the help that I get, I couldn't have done it without you. We need places like this. It was a joy being here.
Thank you, staff, for all the work you do for us.
Thanks for all that you do.
Thank you for everything.
Thank you for all you do for me.
Hello, this is Mary. And Mary says that if it hadn't been for this place that we're living in, I wouldn't be living anymore. I think it's a wonderful place for anyone who just can't face life anymore. And it sure has helped me to realize how lucky I am. And thank you very much for everything.
Thank you for all that you do for me every day.
I'd like to thank all the nurses that are looking after us in long-term care. They're compassionate and helpful, and I really appreciate the fact that they help my husband and do things for him that I can't do. And thank you again.
Hey, thank you so much for everybody that works here. There's so many people that work here, and they're all great. And we're so appreciative for everything that you do for Mom.
That's true. That's true. That's what they do. Everything and clean. Everything is clean. And some places aren't as clean as they should be, but they are clean here. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Keep working. That's and that's you have to keep working, but that's what we do here.
Thank you to all the care staff at Mauna Kaihlakoti. We appreciate the exceptional care that you give to all the residents, including my mom, Helene, every single day of the year. Now with this COVID crisis, we want to be sure that you take care of yourself too. Thank you.
I'm Irma's daughter, and I wanted to take this time to say thank you very much for everything you do. You're the reason I don't worry about her well-being or how she's doing. So thank you very much for everything you do. But remember, you have to take care of yourself as well. So be safe. Enjoy. Thank you.
Hi, this is Grant and Kathy Horner. We wanted to thank you for taking care of Kathy's mom, Hilma.
We really appreciate your love, your patience, all your hard work, but we want you to be happy and healthy too. So please take good care of yourself, and we hope you have a beautiful summer. Thanks again.
I just wanted to say a big thank you to all the healthcare workers at the Finnish Home, especially all the great care you've been giving my mother, Maria Fabiano.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ti amo. Ti amo. Nuna. Nuna.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking care of our boccia.
So here we are live at Amanda's Bunkie, and I'm going to go through just a little introduction of the algorithms. And of course, we're going to start with Kelly McGilvery, our lead singer. And Kelly has written music for the Special Olympics here in town, the handicaps. And she's a great singer. We love having her on board. And she plays guitar, she writes music, and she sings beautifully. We also have on lead guitar, lap steel, and pedal steel, Peter Cooper, who normally is into blues, but he has changed his ways a little bit to help the algorithms along their way, and is much appreciated. And we also have Ron McLean, who normally does our sound when we're doing live shows, and he's also a great guitarist in his own right. And with us, he's playing bass, helping to fill the sound out. And I can never thank him enough for all the work he does for the algorithms. And of course, then there's myself. And I play rhythm guitar, and I help with the vocals. And I'd like to just mention the fact that we'd like to thank Sault Ste. Marie Summer Concert Series, because that's where this video was taken, at Roberta Bonder tent. And I'd just like to say thank you from the algorithms, and hope everybody at the Finnish Rest Home really enjoys this virtual show. Thank you.
Used to spend my nights out in the bar room. Liquor was the only love I'd ever known. Then you rescued me from the bottom and brought me back from being too far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. I've looked for love in all the same old places. Found the bottom of the bottle always dry. When you poured out your heart, you didn't waste it. 'Cause there's nothing like your love to make me high. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey.
Hello everyone. On behalf of Saldan Group of Companies, and especially Saldan Developments, we'd like to welcome everyone to this year's Midsummer Festival. It's always amazing to get involved with the Ontario Finnish Restaurant Association endeavors. This year, obviously, they're taking on the most ambitious of all of the fundraisers they've ever done, celebrating all the things that, in spite of COVID-19, OFRA has been able to overcome. Nothing short than a lot of little miracles have happened. The amazing people with the foundation, always working hard, always making it impossible for everyone to say no to donate to the Ontario Finnish Restaurant visions and accomplishments. Congratulations to everyone. Congratulations to Todd's Autograph and to Paul, especially being the front people through this, and the amazing caregivers. There has been nothing but praise from everyone. I don't know anyone that's ever said anything other than the Ontario Finnish Restaurant provides the most amazing care. We are proud to be sponsors. We are proud to help again with the with this year with the annual Midsummer Juhannus Festival. This is amazing, despite having to cancel the Harvest Fest and all the other fundraisers that would have happened. We always enjoy the company. We look forward to this one, and we look forward to the sod turning ceremony for the new MKK, and certainly we look forward to the ribbon cutting ceremony for a brand new, amazing facility. I know the ladies won't stop fundraising until this happens. So cheers to everyone. We'll see you soon.
Thank you again, Sam Biasucci, and that's Saldan. They are the title sponsor.
They are the premium title sponsor.
For the telethon, for Juhannus. Juhannus. Oh, I'm getting there. I'm really getting there. Juhannus. Listen, I want to tell you that we're right now at $13,190. So we're doing very well. We've still got some time left of the show, though, and of course, we will take your pledges right up until June the 30th. And Saldan and the long name of the organization.
Oh my goodness.
Here we go.
Acclaim Ability Management and Maximus Rose Living Benefits Incorporated.
Somebody give this woman a raise. Yeah. They are going to, and along with our anonymous donor of $10,000, they're going to match your pledges up to $20,000. Right. And then, of course, if you pledge online through OntarioFinishFreshHome.ca, with every dollar you donate, we have a chance at winning $20,000 as well. So keep the pledges coming. And now I'm going to turn things over to you. I believe you have a message.
I do. Our foundation chair, Tarja Lohan, recently lost her father and found herself far too emotional to be able to read her message. And I was honored that she asked me to read it for her. So this is for you, Tarja. Tervetuloa ja kiitos. Welcome and thank you for joining us for our first ever Juhannus Telethon. I hope you have enjoyed it so far. Like many charities and not-for-profits, we have had to reimagine how we connect with our community, residents, volunteers, donors, and staff. We have canceled our Juhannus celebration and our main fundraiser for new MKK for a second year in a row. This new telethon combines both events with dinner and a show. Thank you to Saldan Construction for supporting us as our premier sponsor. Sam and Anna have been very supportive of our efforts over the years. Thank you also to Maximus Rose and Acclaim Ability Management for being our partner sponsor. Tony has also generously supported us in the past with our Harvest Fest events. We also have an anonymous donor that we want to thank for matching all donations for our new MKK. Thank you to Aurora's for supporting our event with a special menu and donating a portion of their proceeds. Thank you to all of our performers for taking the time to support and entertain us, and to Tim and Haiti for taking us through the evening. Thank you to our staff and volunteers to helping make this event a success. Fundraising for new MKK, our new long-term care home, is one of our biggest challenges in our 50-year history. Not only are we providing a new state-of-the-art home for our current residents, but doubling capacity to welcome more residents to the Ofra family. As Paul explained the funding structure earlier in the show, we want to provide a better than basic home for our residents. We want your family members to be comfortable and safe and in a home setting. We also want to ensure that our staff, who are second to none, have the tools and equipment to properly look after our family members and keep them engaged, safe, and happy. I am an Ofra family member, as my parents have lived in 3 of the homes here on the Ofra campus. They were well loved and well looked after. So here I am, hat in hand as they say, asking if you can, to please help us surpass the matching donations. You can call us, mail a donation, or donate online. The added bonus with the online donation is that for the month of June, it gives us an opportunity to win another $20,000 with the Canada Helps Giving Challenge. There is one more team that I would like to acknowledge, our Ladies Auxiliary team. They have just started baking again, but no wonderful tea and bazaars yet. They have supported the existing MKK from the beginning and are once again helping with the new MKK. You could almost say that these homes were built with bula and all the wonderful baked goods and crafts. Thank you, ladies. You are all awesome and we love you. To our community, families, and friends, we miss you all and would love to hear from you. Thank you, Guidos from the Homes with a Heart, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you so much, Tarja.
And I don't know if that doesn't move you to donate, I don't know what will. So folks, please call in.
Please call in or go to OntarioFinishedRestHomes.ca and click on that donate button. Now the time has arrived. We hope you've enjoyed all the entertainment so far, and thank you so much to all of the talent who came out in support of the new MKK. And we're going to bring in our final guest of the evening. I'm hoping that he can magically make more money appear. Normally you are, this isn't working. Normally you, look, it's the Homes with a Heart. My face is so big. Normally, if you were going to see Ryan McFarlane, you'd probably be paying premium price for a ticket. I don't even know how much, I don't want to ask you how much you charge, because you probably make more money than I do. But all I know is, Ryan McFarlane, you're going to need to see him now. So I think you should donate the value of a ticket to see Ryan McFarlane live. $20, 25, 50, 100. What do you think you're worth, Ryan? $5 grand? Let's bring him on, ladies and gentlemen, enough. Ryan McFarlane. Welcome. Well, hello there. Now, Ryan, we've all been tested for COVID. We've all tested negative, and also we've been vaccinated. Right. We're going to continue to wear our masks. Okay. As a performer, film rules would be you are allowed while you're on camera to remove your mask because you've been tested. So correct. We're going to stay masked though because better safe than sorry, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
How have you been?
Very good, very good. You guys are great, by the way.
Oh,
it's been a lot of fun just watching from behind the scenes and
Thank you very much. You look good, Ryan. You're looking really good. It's getting hot in here. Ryan McFarlane steaming things up. Oh my, yeah, you give me back my stuff. Thank you.
Right there
Thank
for
you very much.
Okay, good.
So Ryan, have you been keeping well?
Yes, yeah, it's been, I mean, with these uncertain times and all sorts of, everything changing on every day, it's been an adjustment, but trying to find the silver lining through things. I mean, obviously it's been tragic for so many people all over the world, and this is just, trying to bring a little bit of laughter back, because we're still allowed to laugh. Right?
Oh, it's the best medicine.
Amen.
Yeah.
Well, unless you have morphine, that's good too.
Yeah.
But, you had surgery, so
I
you
did.
know.
I remember the morphine, a little button. That was my best friend.
Well, yeah, it'll do that.
But anyway, now you're my best friend, Ryan, because you're going to entertain me. What can we expect to see from you? Oh, you're going to do some smaller stuff?
We're going to do some smaller stuff, because if you're watching at home,
Yes.
the beauty is that this will be as if you're sitting right in the front row of the show. So normally when I would
Do you know how much that costs, front row seats? Coughing up, $100 right now.
It's not cheap. It's not cheap. But we're going to do this so it's close.
I'm not cheap, but I can be tricked.
I don't even know what he means. So we'll start with this though here. So I'm going to use some of this because, well, and I'd actually encourage you guys to as well, only because we're going to be playing with cards and things like that, and because I'm going to be handing stuff to you, just like when you go to the grocery store, right?
Fallen star, did you see that?
Oh.
Okay, it's all right.
Now, here, let's start with one of my favorite things. Just to kind of give you a bit of insight, when everything shut down in March 14th, 2020, essentially is when the call across the world came, I was in Vegas, and we were getting ready to go to some shows and everything that way, and when everything closed down, I in a nutshell, or in just a second, I realized all of my favorite parts of the show I was doing at Gateway Casino here, I wasn't going to be able to do anymore. I didn't know when I was going to do it again, right? And that was a really scary thing for me, because it was just how much I love doing this. Mm-hmm. So tonight, when I was invited to come and entertain you guys and entertain you at home, I thought, why not take the best parts, my favorite parts of that show that I haven't done in a year and a half, and be able to show them. And Haiti, you haven't seen any of this before, so
the best of.
No,
so
I have not.
We're going to start with one of my favorite things, and if you've been to the show at Gateway, you'll recognize this. My assistants are here. Okay. So, well, Haiti, if you don't mind, there's the first one.
It's a bunny.
Oh, okay.
It's a foam bunny, only because I don't have any props I have to feed. But see, because I also keep this guy here.
2 bunnies.
They
You've got to keep watch. If you keep them in that bag, you'll end up with 6 bunnies because they multiply like
cannot
Catholics.
do that. Here, watch. We'll do this one. Now, did you want to hold on to bunny number 1 or bunny number 2? Your choice.
Number 2.
Number 2. So you're going to hold them in your hand like this. Okay, squeeze them into a ball. Squeeze nice and tight.
Okay.
Because watch. This one never really likes to be away from bunny number 2.
Okay.
So what happens is, as he gets smaller and smaller, he's a contortionist, right? So he actually can hold himself and get so small that he'll actually jump. Open your hand nice and slow for me.
Oh my God, that's so cool.
But you know what's even weirder? I just sat here and I watched him make that rabbit disappear just by rolling between his fingers. That was freaky.
Okay.
Well, see, here's the really, sorry to cut you off there, Tim. Here's the really fun part. If we do it the other way, we turn this one around this way. So now we take number 1. We'll turn him around this way. Same thing, only we're going to hold it in your other hand. You're going to hold him nice and tight, just like that.
Backward bunny.
Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze.
This is called the backward bunny.
Backward bunny.
So this guy, we bend him over this way.
This is what
But this time, we'll leave that there. Misdirection. It's we'll put him into the bag, and he's the escape artist though, because he can get out of the bag without you even really seeing it. There's a little trap door. I have to open it right down, right about here, so you can see there's a little seam there, and there's a little trap door right about there, and right about there. Go ahead and open your hand for me.
No way.
That little bunny's tricky.
Okay, like seriously, that's
See,
so cool.
The interesting thing with these two is that they are really tricky, but they don't like to be separated. So here's the real trick: you put 2 of them together. Here, squeeze both of them together for me. Squeeze nice and tight, because I'm going to try to get one of those out of your hand back into the bag.
Back in bag. Back in bag.
This will be impressive. Here we go. Okay.
Seriously.
You're going to try to get one out of your hand.
You put 2 in there, right?
Did you not see it?
Yeah,
I saw it.
Yeah, you felt it.
Yeah, they're there. They're there.
Did you mess up?
I have a few of these different bunnies, and you're never really supposed to put those 2 together.
Why?
They really get along. So, well, I'm just going to put this here for now. But you go ahead and open your hand nice and slow for me.
It does feel full.
So you can
No! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Can I pick it up?
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh! Look at this.
Okay,
Can you see how many bunnies there are? Can she put them on the
absolutely.
table?
Yeah.
Here, get that bunny stuff off your hands. Because you know what they were doing in there.
Oh yeah. See,
Mating.
it's a party now.
That reminds me of my mother and father. And look, the 5 little bunnies, little Murphy bunnies.
And with
That's
that,
so cool.
with this.
Oh my gosh, Brian, that was so fantastic.
See, those are fun little ones like that. So I mean, a really interesting thing to do is now every magician plays with a deck of cards.
Yeah.
Right. So the beauty with these is that all of these cards are, of course, they're different on one side.
How he does
They're
that?
different
That alone would take how many years to learn that to fan?
It takes a little while to get to that.
Oh,
point where you
look
can
at how
just
he
do
does that.
and move them around that way. But the idea with these is that we're going to play a little game with these. So we're going to do, actually, Tim, here, to go ahead and take any one you like. We'll do 1, 2, 3, just like.
Look at he looks in my eyes. Like
Take any one.
This one, this one.
That one, okay. Show everybody, show the camera, show the folks playing at home.
Oh my gosh.
Okay?
Can you see it? Yes, you
Good.
see it? Wait, you see it? Mm-hmm. Okay, we got it. Everybody see it, Ryan.
Okay, so I'll have you pass that card, but right back in there.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so. Now, Tim, you chose a card from anywhere you wanted.
I did.
Could have been, it's really any one of these, but we know what's in here.
Yeah,
Fair
I'll
enough.
suck it in.
Okay, so here's the fun part. I just want you to think of your card. So we're going to try a little mind reading thing here. I'm going to try to see if I can pull that information out of your mind.
Be careful what you pull out of my mind.
Well, I've known you long enough, so I know kind of where to avoid.
Just make sure you leave something behind.
So, actually, Haiti, what I'm going to have you do, well, because you saw the card,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to show you the faces of the cards. The faces are going to face me, but I'm going to start going through these, and you just say the word stop whenever you want.
Whenever I want? Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay, stop.
You sure?
Sure.
Right here.
Okay.
You know, you could have. Okay.
Did I
Tim,
screw up?
what-
Did I screw up?
Well, we're going to find
You're the
out.
audience. You can't screw up.
Tim, what card did you select? Which card were you thinking of?
Say it together. Ace of clubs.
And Haiti, that was you just stopped wherever you wanted.
Yep.
See, the amazing thing is that when you actually get them.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut
It'll
up.
start
Okay,
right
like seriously?
like
How'd you
this.
do that?
I'm telling you, he is the devil. He's amazing. I don't know.
See, I didn't
Right
actually
here.
do anything. You did all of it. That's the easiest part for me. I just sat back and watched this.
Then if you did all the work, then I did all the work, then you should call and donate for all the hard work I'm doing up here.
Right here. Collector set, even.
Collector set. That was his joke.
212-237-255 or 257.
I think
Your
this
choice.
Is, I think
You
this is
want, do 'em
worth
all.
money. And it's going to MKK, for heaven's sake.
Absolutely. It's going to a great cause.
Goti.
So I didn't even realize this until the last break. I'm wandering around looking at pictures. Mount Nokaiha was a man. He was,
Yes.
yeah, he was a guy. He was a, what was he? Chairman?
And he was chair of the board.
Chair of the board,
Yeah,
and he did all this great. He helped build
They named
the original
Mauna
place.
Kea after him.
So Mount
Beautiful.
Nokaiha is actually a man's name.
Yes.
And Koti means home.
Yes, correct.
Told you.
Hey,
Beautiful.
you're getting there.
I'm sorry, Ryan. Back to you.
No, you're doing great with this, by the way.
Thank you.
So here's a fun little puzzle to watch, and
Rubber band,
this
rubber
is
band, man.
this is a lot of fun for. That's a great tune too.
It's a great.
So
Remember that song, Rubber Band? He's a rubber band man.
if we were going to do a puzzle, so if you're watching these at home, here's the fun part. Here's the puzzle.
Yeah.
If you put one elastic band behind the other like this.
Yeah. What?
Now the rules are you can't break the elastics, and
Mm-hmm.
you can't take your fingers out of the elastics. How would you get your hands apart?
You what? You can't break the
You
elastic.
can't break them,
Yeah.
and you can't take your fingers out of them. So
How would you get your hands apart?
They're essentially linguistic handcuffs.
I couldn't
now,
get them out.
right? It doesn't matter how you pull these; you'll never be able to do one through the other, unless, of
What'd
course,
you call them handcuffs? What?
they're almost like a linguistic set of handcuffs. Because we just cut off the points, right? So if you do one like this, watch,
when
we do
Ryan
one.
starts talking about handcuffs, I have to.
So we do something like this. Watch, if you do, we just start to move one,
What's going on?
and watch, you slowly start to see
What's going
one,
on? What's going on?
2,
What? No.
3,
What? No!
and they'll come back apart.
Joe, did you see that?
Yes,
Did you see it?
I seen it.
See, that's not even the best part. Here, Katie, go look at fingers like this for me.
Haiti, hold.
Watch, we'll do one like this, one like that, and make 2 fists for me just like this. All right, so this is going to be on your side now. Right, so you can see that there's no way that thing's going through there, not without you knowing exactly when it does, if it does. Watch, we do 3,
No.
2, 1.
Jeez, how did he do that? How did he do that?
Just
Well, you're watching. How did he do it?
take that one.
Oh my goodness! Oh,
And this is some of the stuff you haven't seen before.
I don't think I've ever seen that elastic one. You do that one. No, I never saw you do the bunnies. No, this is all fun for. I'm loving this. Well, yeah, you could do tricks over and not tricks. You could do illusions. As many times as you've done, as many times as I've seen your show, and I've seen it a few times because we've worked together.
Sure.
I still do not know, and I get to see him backstage. Like I have no clue. I love it.
You couldn't catch anything when you were watching.
I was right
there.
literally-
You were center.
Well, you were right there too.
See, and the
Ryan, we're
beauty
fighting now.
is perfect. That's normally what I go for. Have a low-grade domestic halfway through. Okay, so we'll do this.
Okay, now.
Okay, so we're gonna have a bit of a different way of presenting this. Magic is often about, it's all storytelling, right? It's essentially it's a 3D picture and it's where you can examine it, and at the same time it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Now, when we were playing with the cards and you selected a card and then I knew what it was and we went through that, and Haiti, you knew exactly where to stop in order to find that card without even really knowing it. It was based on a principle where I showed you the cards, but you weren't consciously watching them. You had an idea, and you had an idea which card was where, just based on the pattern that your brain picked up before you ever consciously were aware of it. The cards are in the same order. Okay, now I'm going to tell you a story, but it's going to be an interactive story, like a choose your own adventure.
Ooh.
Okay? So you guys are going to decide how this whole story goes.
Okay.
Okay, so I want you to imagine that there's a hotel, and this is an old-timey black and white picture, but it's the hotel, and you have the black cards are partying in one corner, the red cards are partying in the other. So you have the clubs and spades in one side, you have the hearts and diamonds in the other.
Okay.
It's Christmas, they're having a great time, they're enjoying themselves, and all of a sudden, there were some boxes that were in the kitchen that were piled close to a furnace, and a fire starts.
No. At Christmas?
At Christmas.
So I don't like this story.
Who'da thunk it? So, that fire starts. Haiti, which group of cards smell smoke first? The black cards or the red cards?
The red.
The red cards, right. The red cards realize that there's something going on. Mm-hmm. So they think instead of going to investigate, because they're paper, they move away from the fire, But as that fire starts to grow through the building, the red cards start making their way towards the exits. And while the black cards are partying, they're totally oblivious to the fact that there's a fire behind them. And one of them opens a door to go out to the bathroom, and you just get a backdraft, and whoosh, all the black cards are gone. Just like
you know
that.
what? You just killed all the black cards because you chose red.
See, now, but at this point, now the red cards are up a floor, and they're trying to head towards the exit that's on the roof. So they're running, and they get to a split in the hallway where all the diamonds go one direction, all the hearts go the other. Who gets to the end of the hallway first, Tim? Is it the hearts or the diamonds?
Am I going to kill somebody now too? Diamonds get to the end of the hallway first.
See, and they did. They hit the end of the hallway. The problem was the door was locked.
No! Did I just kill a bunch of diamonds?
You did.
Yeah, you did. But
Diamonds
the
are
way it happened was that
resistant.
there was the sparks coming through all the ventilation and everything, and all of a sudden those cards went up. So the hearts get to the end of the hallway and they head up to the next level.
Okay.
And they're almost towards the exit, and as they're heading down, the face cards, so the Jack, the Queen, and the King, are on one side of the hallway, and the number cards are on the other, and they're heading down.
We're in hearts now.
Who gets to the end of that hallway first? Is it the face cards or is it the number cards?
Face card.
Face cards. So they get there as the whole place is catching fire, and the only 3 cards that get through that door are the Jack, the Queen, and the King. They get through. Everything else behind them just catches fire, and they're gone. So now we're down to 3 cards.
You just saved the royal family.
Now, here's the main part of the whole thing.
Okay.
They can see the glowing exit sign. And in true Christmas movie fashion, a burning timber falls from the ceiling and drops in front of the door.
Yeah.
Tim, who moves the burning timber? Is it the fellas? Is it the Jack and the King? Or is it the Queen that moves it out of the way?
It's the Amazon Queen.
Right, it's 2021, of course it's the Queen.
Yes.
So, Queen
Maybe
gets there.
it's a Juhannus Queen.
And what she did was she got so close to it, and she just snuck underneath it just in time where the rest of the place was coming down, and she got through that door.
Yeah, the Queen. The Queen always survives.
The King and the Jack, not so lucky.
Not so lucky.
Right? That was the scenario that it went through. And
Merry freaking Christmas.
Well, Die Hard Christmas probably. But so the interesting thing was with this deck of cards, if we imagine this was the hotel.
Okay.
And the cards were racing all the way through, and they got to the top, and the one card made it through.
Mm-hmm.
The likelihood that was the Queen of Hearts was the interesting part, was that she was the only one that made it. But that wasn't the most important part, because although the Queen of Hearts was there, she made it through.
She's under the, yeah, she survived.
What happened to all the other cards? They were just gone, right?
Yeah.
But the interesting thing was, with the Queen of Hearts, she made it. These guys, not so much. But it was just a story. They were all imaginary anyway.
Oh!
So now we're actually left with 1.
Wow.
It's kind of a dramatic story.
Wow. That was amazing. That was like so cool.
Do you know how much it takes to make me speechless?
Yo.
That's worth money right there, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan McFarlane just shut Tim Murphy up. Yeah. Brilliant, Ryan.
Well, thank you.
So well done.
That was
Queen of
awesome.
Hearts, how did that? You
That
could
was
have said
awesome.
anything. You could have anywhere
I
along the
know.
way.
I know.
You could have killed all the reds off, and it could have been the blacks. I don't know.
Exactly.
The black Queen of Clubs or something. Who knows?
Well, now we're going to finish up with one of my favorite.
Okay.
One of my favorite ones here, actually. And we're doing all right for time, right? We're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
But please do call in before we go and say goodbye. We're going to end the show soon, and we want to thank you for watching. And if you're really enjoying Ryan and you enjoyed all the other acts, and if you loved Hades' stories and the stories from Taria, then please call and donate and for the MKK build and help us all out. Thanks.
Thank
okay,
you.
Ryan.
All right. So I keep in here 1 card.
Oh, it's all folded up. Do you see that?
So I keep this one in here, but that's a special one because I'll put that in here so you know I can't tamper with that at all, so you can see it. Okay.
Do you get
Okay.
some money from Sharpie for being a sponsor? Because their name is everywhere.
I might get a cease and desist, but other than that, it's
I think you should get sponsorship.
So Haiti, take anyone you like.
Oh, hey, Katie, this is you.
Okay. Now,
You know when she plays with you, it's a shell game. Oh, because she's Haiti Shell.
That was good.
Thank you. I tried.
okay. So what I'm going to have you do, your choice. Choose any Sharpie you like, and what I want you to do is take the one you like and then write whatever you want on that card.
I knew she was going to say blue. Look at her. She said blue. She loves blue.
I do.
Those
I
blue
love
eyes.
blue.
Blue eyes, blonde hair, beautiful fin.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What are you going to write on there? What do you have to? What's she supposed to write?
Anything she wants. And Tim, well, your choice. Pick any of the remaining colors, and then you're going to take the card and you're going to write something on it. So we're going to make this totally personalized.
I'm picking green because I'm Irish. What are you writing? A shopping list?
Yep. My wish list.
Oh, wish list.
Okay.
I have to write on the card too.
I didn't leave you any room.
That's okay. I'm going to write MKK because that's what this is all about.
Okay.
Ryan, what do I do now?
Okay, so I will take this one just to show everybody at home so you can see nice and clear. That's good. There you can see there's no possible way that I could have knowledge of what either one of them was going to write on this before you did it.
No
so
way.
I'll give you this one, and we're going to lose this one in the deck anywhere you like. Okay. So, first things first. That card's in here somewhere. You wrote on it. Now, what did you write on it? And was it in English?
No, Finn.
Oh, even better. I don't speak Finn, so that's okay.
I do.
Well, you wrote MKK because you announced it. But
That's
okay.
I wasn't supposed to announce it?
I've seen the trick before. It's fine.
Okay.
So the way this whole thing works is that your card's in here somewhere, and you wrote something in Finn on here, which is great. And Tim, yours different color, the whole bit, perfect. Now the likelihood of this card matching your card, of course, just a suit. Maybe there's a way that I could force you to take a card, or maybe just by happenstance you picked out the same card and it matches. But the likelihood of this one matching what your card said on it is a much greater odds.
No
Fair?
way.
That would be actually almost impossible.
I would
right?
say so.
Yeah.
Right? So, because what we're going to do is this. First of all, what card did you have?
King.
Oh, I didn't even look.
King of clubs.
Oh.
King of clubs. So better yet, what we'll do is this. I'm going to show from this angle, so the people at home can see it. And you can also see their reactions when this happens. Watch this. So you had the king.
Yeah.
King of clubs. So maybe if we have just a king of clubs here, but I think they're going to lose it when they see that it's actually, it also says this.
Kitos Balion.
What's that mean? You're a spooky man?
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much.
And if you want to take a look, just
we were like sitting right here. We were sitting
Okay.
right here.
Like that is. Okay. Wow.
Are you
that
available? Are you can't do shows yet, right? Not just yet.
we can't do them in person yet.
How does anybody getting ready for when we reopen? How does somebody get a hold
man.
of you? Because to have you at a function or a party or something, I think would just be an amazing thing. Can people do that?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I think
RyanMcFarlane.com.
Juhannus, you gotta come.
Juhannus,
Yes.
yeah.
What are we coming for? How do you say it?
The bonfire? Coco.
No, what was
Is that
the,
right?
the food that you wanted?
Pula.
Pula. We're coming for Pula.
Pula. And that's Ryan McFarling with a G. McFarling.com.
Right. Correct. RyanMcFarling.com or Facebook, Instagram, all that other stuff. And now, this is something, you guys don't even know this. Here's
What's
one
happening? Is something else happening?
Here's one other part that, now I've been doing some mind reading for you, and I've actually, there's another part that has kind of arrived in my head that I would like to share with you now because you probably weren't aware of it. See, the interesting thing is that if we look here.
Where am I looking? Over my head?
Something amazing has happened since we started.
What, Ryan? What happened? What?
That is
What?
our grand total.
How did that happen?
$46,770. Oh
What
my
are you talking
God!
about?
Thank you.
What are you talking about? Is that true?
Seriously?
Yes. Haiti?
And it's not magic.
I'm gonna cry now. You guys, Sault Ste. Marie, you freaking amaze me every time, honestly. And don't stop. Don't stop. Please don't stop.
Oh, we're not done
donate,
yet.
You can donate until June the 30th, okay? And thanks to, we got to name them again. Can you, I know Saldan is our title.
Saldan Construction.
Yeah. And who else?
And Acclaim Ability Management and Maximus Rose Living Benefits Incorporated.
And our $10,000 anonymous
As
donor
donor.
to match the $20,000 that Sault Ste. Marie has donated, plus with every donation that you make up until June 30th, at ontariofinishedresthome.ca. Every dollar will get us an extra chance to win the $20,000 from CanadaHelps.org's Great Canadian Giving Challenge. So please don't stop. Keep on giving. Pass the word on to your friends. Thank you again to all of the talent who participated.
Thank you, Kitos.
Thank you, Ryan McFarling. It was
That was
such
awesome,
a pleasure.
Ryan.
What a beautiful,
So happy to
fantastic
be
way
here.
to end the evening.
That was.
And you know what? I have another fantastic way to end the evening. Unless you have anything else to say.
No, I don't.
Okay, we're going to sign off now from Facebook Live here at the Ontario Finished Rest Home Association with great thanks. We'll see you next year, live and in person, I'm certain, for the Juhannus Festival, and hopefully for the Harvest Ball again, too. But in the meantime, we're going to sign off now. Philip Brado is going to take us home as we say farewell and thanks again, and keep those donations coming.
Thank you.
Bye, Sault Ste. Marie. Algoma, thank you.